This is why I hate modern vans. And this is why I ask you, whenever you buy a van for me, to take out breakdown cover, because otherwise it means I've got to drive 200 miles and pick you up. If you get an automatic van, you want to get one with a torque converter. These are the sort of vehicles you just know you're going to drive, and they're going to just get you to where you want to go. Nice bit of kit. We are back at basefan.com with another proper, I'm saying a proper motor. Now, if you're looking for an automatic van, your options nowadays are essentially a manual transmission with a robot on the top of it controlling it. And from my experience, and if you look on forums across the internet and everything else, you'll come to the conclusion that actually getting a proper automatic with a torque converter is going to be your best route to having a reliable base vehicle. So out of all of the automatic transmissions that you can still get, this is your best bet. Now, this is the final edition, because in 2007 it went to the newer model. I think it was the 906. But yeah, this model here ran from about 1999 to 2006. This one's got the 2.75 cylinder engine in it, and the best automatic of all time. Now, a quick note, if you are looking at one of these vans from this era and it is an automatic, there's a couple of variations. You've got the true automatic that always has a gear stick like this, and then you've got what's called the sprint shift, which has a slightly different gear stick. Yeah, unfortunately it's the sprint shift. I really don't like them. Now, you want to avoid the sprint shift. There's a few reasons behind it, but once again, it's one of those fake automatic transmissions that's a manual with a robot on the top, and they're absolutely terrible on the Sprinters. Really, really bad. But if you see this gear stick and you don't see much rust on the vehicle, just buy it, because there isn't many of these left. If you get an opportunity to get one that's in good condition, that's worth buying, just buy it, because if you need an automatic because you're limited on your license or you've got a bad left leg. Right, if you've clicked on this video because you wanted to find out what is a good automatic van to buy, this is pretty much the end of the information on that. 316, 2.75 cylinder, avoid the sprint shift, you cannot go wrong. All right, cheers. So this one here has been owned by Bristol Council from new. It's been used to do sort of like home improvements and stuff like that. I've probably had as many as 30 of these vans over the last 6-7 years. They keep on coming through, maybe 2 or 3 a year. And they are starting to be a hell of a lot of work when they come in. So we've done an awful lot of welding on this van and repairs like that. Kingdom of Rust. But in terms of the mechanics, all we've had to do is a basic service on the vehicle, and it's running really, really well. So this one's only done 99,000 miles. And these 2.7s just sound so nice. I'll just go ahead and show you under the bonnet. So it's all nice and clean. We have done some work to this scuttle panel, but you can't really tell. It's all looking nice and shiny. Common problem or area of concern on these vehicles is the battery. Obviously it's an easily repaired problem, but this one's original and in good condition. That's usually a good indication that the rest of the vehicles are usually in good order in terms of lack of rust. Just checking out the bonnet up top. Yeah, I mean, this van is near on perfect. So we have put a diesel heater in this van as well. So that's the wire in for the diesel heater. If you do choose to put a leisure battery on it, just feed this wire back through and attach it to your leisure battery. You can, of course, use a clever trick to put a bigger cable in for your split charger by threading it through using this. I can make another video on how to do that if you like. Just a quick note, I actually have hundreds of vans. So if you're looking for one, go to my website, in the Know What You Want section, fill in the form. I'll do my very best to try and find you the ideal base van for your job. So this one came in with a bulkhead, and with a double passenger seat like that. We have changed it out for 2 singles because on a vehicle of this size it's nice to get access to the back, and of course you can't achieve that with a double seat. We didn't have any matching bases in stock, so it's a little bit of a bodge job I suppose, but it serves the purpose and you can access the back, and I suppose it makes it look like it's got a bit more character to it. They are actually quite nice seats, I have to say. Armrest, the job lot really. This one's got air conditioning, central locking, and yeah, these are absolute flying machines. They're 160 brake horsepower. So I'll just jump into the back. So you've got your 18mm marine plywood on the floor, and you've still got relatively decent standing height in this. So up to here from the floor it's 1.86 meters. So if this is insulated and boarded, I can't quite stand up, so just bear that in mind. If you're over 6 foot, you're probably going to be slouched down a little bit. But it's a nice clean van in the back, ready for conversion. I've taken all the panels off the wall because unless you do it on these old Sprinters, unless you really take everything out and see what it's like, you don't know if you're going to have a problem further down the line. So that's my recommendation. If you get a Sprinter of this age, if you choose to get a Sprinter because you want the reliability, just make sure you put that extra little bit of effort in at the start and completely strip it out and see the exact condition. So here, right, you can also go on our website and check out the inspection report, get a close look of what it's really like. Hope it helps you. No one else is willing to do it, so I'm hoping we can get everyone else in the market doing this so people don't have to waste their precious time. Here's the diesel heater. This isn't brand new. This was taken out of an ambulance, but it is in good working order. It's an Eberspatcher, of course. They're off the shelf, they're over £1,000. Obviously the Chinese ones are about 100 quid. So it's a second-hand diesel heater, probably more reliable than the Chinese ones, but of course it isn't brand new, but it is in good working order. And like I said earlier on, that is powered by the chassis battery. So I would recommend, if you're planning on turning this into a camper van, is to put a leisure battery in and ensure that that is powering the diesel heater. We put a little window here on the side that opens and closes. There's also a window on the side loading door, which we haven't put an opener on because, well, they are quite expensive. They're probably twice the price of not having that feature. And of course you can just open the door like that. Another thing that's worth noting, given this had a double seat, when you have a single seat from the factory, they come with a completely different floor mat, and we haven't got one of those here in stock, so we've just put this over the top because there is cabling underneath here for the seat modules and stuff like that. Right. A couple of cup holders in here. Yeah, these are the sort of vehicles you just know you're going to drive and they're going to just get you to where you want to go. Given they're not the best on fuel because it is the 160 brake horsepower, but I don't know, it's a few miles to the gallon difference when you actually get to where you want to go to and you enjoy the experience because it's super smooth driving. Right, I need to find the other key. In fact, so there's two ignition keys here. There's one and here's the other. I need this one to access the back because it is on a deadlock. So just pop that in there the right way around, fingers crossed. Okay, and we're in. So just check out the bottoms of the doors. super clean example this is. Now we'll get on the ramp because obviously the bodywork is a place to be concerned on these vehicles, but a place to really check is underneath on these vans. There hasn't been any advisories on corrosion on its previous MOTs. So yeah, I look forward to getting underneath it and seeing what it's really like. We're up in the air. So this is what we're looking for the whole way down. Nice and solid. Those ridges, consistent, no separation, that sort of jazz. Obviously you can see here, it's had a patch, that's been undersealed. And really, this vehicle wants the whole thing sealing underneath. But I like to get them videoed before we do that kind of work. So you can see here, we've done some work here as well. I actually remember when this came in, I got it on the ramp. Unfortunately, I didn't video it. And I thought, yeah, we're probably going to have to do a little bit of welding here. And then when you really strip it down, the whole thing needed doing. So something that fails its MOT on a minor bit of welding could end up being a whole world of pain. But yeah, anywhere that you can see underseal is places where we have done work. There's your diesel heater exhaust. There's your fuel pump for the diesel heater. There's your fuel filter for the diesel heater. But yeah, hopefully you're getting the idea here that we've done all the necessary work and it's in tip-top condition underneath. Rear diff's looking nice and dry. Exhaust is in looking pretty good condition as well. Gearbox is looking nice and dry as well. And so is the sump on the engine. Yeah, this is in really good condition. And I think we got to it in just the nick of time, really. Yeah, this vehicle with an underseal, obviously it wants a real deep clean. Thank God we've got the warm pressure washer there. A real deep clean, and then a thorough seal, and this will just outlive all the modern bullshit and everything, really. So yeah, super clean old Sprinter underneath. Very pleased with how this one's come out. I will actually just run down the outer sill so you can see it from here as well. Certainly not original, but that's to be expected at this sort of age. Yeah, awesome. Nice bit of kit. So yeah, just to keep you in the know, this is something we're sorting out at the minute to overcome the slow sales and everything. We're selling parts, so if you wanted this van and wanted some seats going in the back, we actually have matching Sprinter seats to fit in the back of this vehicle. I think we've got about 4 of them in stock, so they'll match the pattern of the seats. But people want them, and unfortunately, you know, not everyone listens to what I say, and I've got a business to run, and I have to generate sales, otherwise I don't have a business, because that's the only form of income for the business that I run. So I have to stock vans that I don't rate, and I don't like doing it. And I hope by making these videos that more people put request forms through our site, so I can really work hard to source some vehicles that I really want them to have. Okay, hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, please dislike it and unsubscribe. Thank you. Nice and dry.